Hello, and welcome to KD Arch, by the way. And in this video, I'll tell you 5 tips I wish I knew before playing Dungeon Stalkers. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Get construction going as soon as possible. Get everything to at least level 1 as it's very important, but focus on getting shop to level 3. It will unlock enchanter that will allow you to reroll substats on your equipment. And remember that you can lock a substat if you want it to stay the same, but at a cost of more gold per reroll. Tip number 2. Dungeon looting priority. Okay, here's a few materials that are important universally in this game. Those being Piece of Resolve and Powder of Longing. Now that you got everything to level 1, you can go to Disciple of Witch and exchange your Pieces of Resolve for Consumable Selector, and Powder of Longing for a Tier 1 material. Also remember that you can exchange them to a higher tier at the Alchemist. Another thing that I've noticed is, don't open chests. It's just not worth it. At least those that don't require a key. They don't even give you Powder of Longing most of the times, and take a very long time to open. Focus on killing bosses if you feel safe to do so, then loot stuff off your shelves and sort your inventory in a way that will let you extract with most valuable items. With time, you'll understand which materials are less rare, and you'll end up keeping those. But in general, get as much money as possible. Also, all around the map, you'll see green obelisks and fallen corpses that glow purple. If you interact with those, you'll earn some adventure tokens. Killing bosses and killing player enemies will give you those tokens too. Tip number 3. Trade. Now that you unlock trade and probably sell some valuable items to merchants, you have enough money to buy something. The first thing you really want to buy is a legendary weapon. Check out different weapons for different stalkers and decide for yourself which one to buy. At this point, as a new player, you should have enough freebie money that the game has given you as a daily or some event reward. On Trade Market, you can not only buy a weapon, but also legendary or purple armor. Also, look at bottom right of an item. It states how many rerolls have been used. Each item has 10 rerolls in total, so look at the prices and make decisions yourself. Tip number 4. Workshop and Witch. Now, maybe instead of having 35,000 gold, you somehow manage to get a lot of materials. Then what you want to do, and honestly what you want to do in general, is go to Disciple of Witch and buy blueprints from her. One very valuable item that you want to buy daily is Crystal of Void. You can only buy one per day, and this is a material that allows you to craft legendary equipment. It costs adventure tokens, but if you follow the tips so far, you should have enough. Then, go to workshop and craft yourself a nice weapon or armor. Tip number 5. Which character should you play? And why is this tip the last one? Okay, listen, now that you know about legendary equipment and their special passives, let's look at them a bit more in depth. For example, Clad's weapon launches fireball at nearby enemy every time a skill hits, which in this case is only his E. A pretty good weapon all things considered. Then, let's look at Baron's weapon. It does 10 physical damage no matter what. It can be your E, R, Q, or even normal attack. Just an additional 10 damage every time. Pretty good, right? Then Knave's weapon does 20 water damage and slows enemies that are hit by that, but it's on 3-second cooldown. Archer's weapon shoots a second arrow for 10 physical damage. While for example for 2 characters that use daggers, the condition on their weapon is very niche. It forces you to do headshots. While it's not hard on enemies, it can be pretty hard to do in actual players, or a matter of fact, even on bots, as they all move very unpredictably. All of the weapons are not the only factors at play. Look at equipment. Baron's helmet allows your deep thrust to refund 120% of mana, while Urud's gloves allow you to place traps instantly with 50% less cooldown. So with all that in mind, measure the weights and come up with a decision yourself, which stalker is best for you. And lastly, tip number 6. Okay, this is not really a tip, but get Prime access. Usually Prime games have barely any players, definitely no cheaters, as they can't afford 15 bucks for Prime account. So if you want to explore the map without any threats, definitely get a Prime access. But for real, there are quite a bit of players in Prime, but they're not as sweaty as level 300 knaves that one-shot you in non-Prime games. And if you play PvEVP, you can basically have all the bosses for yourself. But again,
if you're a broke boy, just say so.
And remember,
So I see a running gnome.
You know, I'm actually on KD myself.
Nah, I use Hyperman.